What's up, everybody? So I'm out here in the garage. It's real cold. I've got some really boring, mundane work to do on the Jeep. So I figured I would kind of talk through a few things while I'm working on it. My plans and stuff for the futures. But anyways, excuse the garage. It's a mess. But let me bring you in here. So the end of last season, I broke my drive shaft in the rear and axle shaft, and then the steering gearbox stripped out. So anyways, this is where we're at. Axle's back together, gearbox is in, new steering shaft made.
Yesterday.
Gearbox has some extra seals in it. That's how I get by with a stock steering gearbox on a rig with 44s. Axle shaft from Brannock. That's a stout deal there. So anyways, I got the arm out. I'm putting some bushings in. The upper bushings had gone bad and the axle had tilted forward. I'm also going to shorten this a little bit to try to get the axle back. I don't have a lot of rooms in there. Don't have a lot of rooms, you know, with the jungle gym going on in there, with the tie rod and the drag link and the track bar and all that, and trying to push this thing out. I'm running out of room. So anyways, that's where I'm at. All right. So the number one thing I hate about my Jeep is that you can't drive it on the road. Not that I'm, driving it down to Windrock or something, but it'd be nice to just, peel it out of the garage, maybe cruise to Bundy, maybe go on a meet and greet, maybe just get ice cream with the family. That thing will kill you on the road. Now, not to say that when I'm in Windrock or something, I won't drive it a few miles on the road. It's generally very slow, not a lot of traffic. You're not going through town. You're just kind of limping along and going from trailhead to trailhead. That's pretty much the extent of it. What makes it dangerous is the suspension is very soft. It has no sway bars. The tires are always aired down. It's kind of sketch in the first place. So that's pretty much number one on my list. I'll get these lower bushings in real quick. These bushings are a pain in the ass to get in and out. They're meant to go into a sheet metal arm, so yeah, so they're kind of a pain. Anyways, let's see. Number two things I hate about my rig is it's not an LJ. It's not one of those fancy long Jeeps. That's what that stands for. LJ's kind of took over. They're probably the best wheeling platform out there right now as far as a Jeep. Nothing against your four-door guys, just saying. But I mean, they just look so nice when you push the wheels out in the back and you keep the integrity of the Jeep in the back and all that. They just look great and they wheel great. And they give you 15 inches of extra room. Now the bad thing is, I just bought that TJ for $5,000. It's mint condition, although it does have a 4-cylinder, which doesn't matter because I'm going to trade that out later. So what I'm going to do is I looked at the GenRight videos on stretching the TJ to LJ length. I can throw a link down below. But the whole process, even if you bought the GenRight setup, would be like less than $5,000. So you could, have an LJ with Jeep mint condition with less than 10 grand into it, So anyways, let's go ahead and whale this thing in here. Probably. Can Can I even do this? Why is this so tight? I don't get it. Things are tight. Oh my gosh, really? I mean, what am I doing here? I guess maybe this will work. God dang. Let's throw that on the ground. Oh, I've only got like 3/8 of an inch to go. Third thing I hate about my Jeep is I screwed it all up by over the years just not really caring. It was a salvage title vehicle when I got it, so the body was a little crinkled here and there anyways, and I've just completely just destroyed everything that was nice about it. Here, let me bring you in on this. So number one, windshield, hood, grill have all been replaced like 3 times. The other things is, before I put these on, yeah, you see what I did to that. So the body's destroyed there. Rocker guards would have gone a long way, right? I cut everything out. I should have removed the inner fenders initially, but I didn't. Yeah, you get an idea, you know, where we're at back here. Let me whip you around the other side. You know, more of the same back here. This all caved in, this all caved in. You know, door looks good, a little dent. Same thing, you know, maybe not as bad. Same thing back here. You see I just hacked and cut and welded. The other thing is I bent the frame twice. So retubbing this one or whatever. I bent the frame right here. I came over a hill, and when I came over the top of the hill, the left tire hooked and swung the Jeep into a tree. So I hit and actually dented that piece there. And bent it. I had to pull it back out. Also, I had to clad it right here because I bent that down one time winching out. So the frame would be really good. It was only like a 50,000 mile Jeep when I got it, and it only has 90 on it now. Hasn't been on the road in like 15 years. But unfortunately, you know, that's why I'm not gonna, you know, do much for this one. It's not going anywhere. I want to wheel this for the next year while I build the other one. So it's not actually going anywhere. Yeah, let me stop there. That'll be another video. So anyways, yeah, it's just gonna stick around for another year while I build the other one. Sorry to cut you guys out of that shit show. Basically what I would do is I would tighten the vise until the handle was about to snap off and smash me in the face. And then I'd just beat the crap out of the vise with a hammer. And it would move a little bit, and I just kept doing that until it was all the way in. So, anyways. I have a hammer over here. I'll just use this control arm. Oh. Well, that one went a lot easier. So the fourth thing that I hate about my Jeep is, well, I went cheap. You know, I didn't have the monies back then. I wasn't a big YouTube star, you know, like I am now. So with that said, this is a lot of stock stuff here. Stock 3-inch spring, stock. The back is stock, suspension. It's just 4-linked, and the front is radius arms. And that's a lot of stock stuff. So I really just went too cheap. And if I was going to upgrade this, I'd really have to front half it, get those fancy nitrogen things here. I'd have to 4-link the front. I'd have to go full hydro. I'd want to widen the axle. It's just a lot of stuff. So on the next rig, I'm going to spend a little more money and, you know, maybe do that right for once, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, what are we doing here? Can I just beat this thing in here? I don't know if I don't think I can. That's the way it came out, though. It did come out, though. How much farther do I need to go? It looks like a lot. All right, well, the fifth and last thing I hate about my Jeep, oh, that's not good. Oh my gosh. Is that the axles are too narrow. Back when I built this rear axle, it was like 2002 or 2003. Full width axle rigs on the trail were real uncommon. So I narrowed my axles down to like 64, 65 stock Jeep width, something like that. And now the norm is 72 and 70 and things like that. And I just need a little bit more room for tires. You know, if you look back there, when it's sitting on the trail, I can, you know, I've only got like an inch from my coil buckets to my tire, and it rubs everywhere. Boy, you do not want to catch your bald on that. I can tell you that right now. Whew. I should round that off. Anyway, I'm sure I'm gonna, and there'll be blood all over the ground. But anyway. Where's the bolt? Oh, there it is. You got it. All right, so enough of all that rig bashing. So what do I love about my Jeep? Number one, I love the TJ-LJ platform. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I love the TJ-LJ platform. It's iconic. It's like a CJ or something like that. And it's very modular and somewhat affordable. But, you know, I want to stick with that. I love it. Wish I had the money to dump into a $15,000 LJ, but I don't. God, I have crap everywhere. So the number two thing that I love about my Jeep is the drivetrain. I love the drivetrain. The 5.3, the MV4500, and the 241 transfer case has been flawless, and I'm definitely going to repeat that on the next rig. Oh, I'm supposed to shorten this arm. Crap. Forgot all about that. Ugh. All right, we're back. So I shortened that about as much as I could, which was about a ½ an inch, which, you know, it'll give me a little more room in the front, and I'll lose a little wheelbase, but not the end of the world, I'm sure. Will this go in here? Oh, yeah. Perfect. So the other thing that I love about my Jeep, and there's kind of a struggle to come up with all of them, is I like the fold down tailgate / bar. You know, that's a cool setup, and I've already been looking at the other Jeep, and that might be one of the first things I do on that Jeep is do the fold down tailgate. It's just so much nicer, has an area to work. You know, this time I might not do it myself, you know, like just, you know, whip some hinges in there and stuff like that, like I did with this one. I may actually kind of reinforce it and either buy or make a kit. Do I have 21 millimeter? Do I have that one out here? I think I do. Holy crap in the eyes, Batman.
All right. No? How about this? No? Which one of you are bent? Could be either one. Of course, that ain't gonna line up because my axle's too far forward because I shortened my arm. So, I'll have to move that back. But how do I do that? It's on jack stand. Where do I jack from? I'm really gonna try not to kill myself here, but we don't gotta go that far. So, what's the last thing that I like about my Jeep? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm not gonna be able to get the bolt in. Fuck it. What's the last thing that I like about my Jeep? I built it in steps. So I never didn't wheel, if that makes sense. And that's what I like about it, is that you could build it in steps and keep wheeling, and that's what I'm gonna do with the next one also. So anyways, that kind of rounds that up. And I guess I'll keep filming in case this whole thing collapses. Is that lined up already? Could be. Where are we at? It's close. Oh, quit falling down, would you? Perfect. Well, not really perfect. I can't get the bolt in. Well, which way are you gonna go? Guess I should make sure that's tight. Yeah, that's good. You know, a smart guy once said, "Is it really stupid if it works?" Whew, all right. Well, this side's all buttoned up. I am not going to bore you with the other side. This has got to be like the most boring repair ever. But I am going to do the other side real quick. And that'll pretty much close out this video. Do me one favor. Like and subscribe, please. We got a lot of Jeep stuff going on. There's going to be a lot four-wheeling. You know, the red Jeep outside, the new Jeep is going to be its own playlist. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with that this summer. Doing a lot of working on it and, you know, building it up into the new trail rig. And then we'll see what's in store for this one. I just don't think I have the heart to tear this one apart. So we'll see. I mean, maybe it'll just end up shuffled back to the back of the garage and, you know, it'll just be a backup rig or something. But anyways, that's it. That's all I got. Fade to black.